Hi, Chickenbone John here with a bit of a one-off guitar, 3-string guitar. It's tuned in C rather than G, and you may be able to tell it's got a bass string in the low position with a nice sealed unit machine head. And I was inspired to build this after I'd seen one that Mike Snowden had done, like a regular guitar, but with a bass on the bottom. Nothing fancy, no split output pickups or whatever. Here's how it sounds. This is clean through my Roland Street Cube. That's clean. Let's put it through the channel with a bit of dirt. It's cool for that sort of hill country thing where you got that bass pumping away. Really emphasised by the fact that this, is 2 octaves down from your top string. So you got, I think it was tuned in C, D, E, F, G, so C, G, C. You can put it up to a D, no problem. In fact, the other night I used it and I actually capoed it to get into D. Tone and volume. And a coil tap, so you can split that from single to a single coil. A little bit more clarity on the top one. We put it in single coil mode. Not quite as much poke, but not as thick sounding. So there you go. So it's got the toaster style humbucker. It's on a nice big Cuban Cahiba box with trad style F holes. That's about it, no nonsense. It's got a 3-piece laminated neck, which is in Sapele with a walnut spline running up there, and a bone nut. And if you want a little bit of extra bottoming in your playing, it's the way to go. I'll say this is the first one of these, bit of a one-off, but I'll be making more. I happen to have this just knocking around as a spare bass string. I think I've made a 3-string bass, got a string left over, so that's why it's ended up in a C tuning. I'm going to do some more of these. I'm going to put them in a G tuning. So, but obviously it'll have a heavy string on the bottom, be an octave below what you normally do. I may try experimenting with split pickups, but this is cool. I mean, the bass is certainly not overwhelming. My cube, it's a Street Cube EX. It's the big one. It's a 2x25 watter. Yeah, that's the amp. Very handy, battery powered thing. So it doesn't overwhelm it, it's not overly distorting or crushing those speakers into submission. So it's fine to use, I reckon it's fine to use with a regular guitar amp. You don't need a bass amp. But we may try doing some different ones. We'll probably might do wine somewhere. We've got a single pole and a 2-coil pickup, and maybe split them to see what we can do. You can put effects on the bass or whatever, or run to a different amp. It's finding the time to experiment a little bit because we're so busy. People just want 3-string guitars from us, and we're trying to keep up with the demand. And in fact, next year we're going to up our production, just doing it in-house, nothing fancy. We're not farming anything out. We're just going to try and become more efficient and more focused on making more guitars for you, because at the moment we can't make enough. Hopefully we're going to give ourselves a little bit more time so we can experiment with some interesting stuff like this. I say this one with the bass, we're going to do some more of the double strung ones where we do a 6-string with 3 pairs, tuned like in pairs or octaves, like a 12-string guitar or a mandolin. They're a great sounding guitar. There's lots of things we want to experiment with, so as I say, we're going to sort of focus on upping our production and trying to find a little bit more time to do some more experimental things for you and to push the boundaries a little bit. Okay, signing off for now. Bye.